Hey, in this video, we assembled this rotary extension for the Nano Pro 12 watt. If you need help with the slide extension or the Nano Pro itself, check out our other videos. The links are in the description. Don't have one yet or want a big discount? Well, details are in there too. And now, back to the video. Well, all right, as you can see, my desk has become more crowded with parts. So I guess at this point, we're gonna start with the other components. Again, I think we're gonna go with, well, I guess let's see what the next step is in our instructions here. So as kind of mentioned, the initial instructions are for putting the base unit together, and then it also walks you through the basic instructions of how to operate it, which makes sense, right? You're gonna wanna understand how to use the unit first before you get into some of the more advanced components. But in this assembly video, we're gonna kind of skip ahead here. So anyway, we're gonna work on our first component here. Our accessory is the rotary extension, which again is that component, and I'll just kind of put it there, illustration, that allows you to work on cylindrical shapes. I think in the illustrations on their website, they have like a baseball bat or maybe a wine bottle or glass or something like that, where you can engrave in that sort of shape or orientation. Okay, so to do that, again, they gave us a nice little parts list, things that we're going to need to use to be able to build this. And looks like we're going to need to use 3 of these guys. 3 of these ones. These are these kind of L shape. This one's like the step shape. And then we've got our studs, which they mentioned are right here. We got 3 of those, which we have all those. And of course, if you run into any issues with any missing components, definitely contact Longer. They will be more than happy to assist you in resolving any missing parts if there are any. But you know, of course, the assumption is you're going to be fine. But again, if you do need support, please do reach out to them. All right, and also it mentions here we're going to need that other Type-C cable, which we have right here. And we're going to need this guy. Again, I'm just doing an inventory real quick. Of course, we've got our rotary head, as they mention it. And then we've got our base plate, which is, oh, it's right here. So this guy right here. Very good. And tailstock pad. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but it might be in one of the boxes, and I think that's probably what it is. Okay. Oh, then the tailstock, which is this guy right here. So very good. And then base of tailstock. It just looks like a rod, so I think we're gonna cover that bridge when we get there. Soft tape measure. Okay. Interesting. 4 or M4. There's 2 of those. These are knob nuts, which again they include in here. Ah, here we go. They're mentioned right in there too. Cool. All right, and then we're getting into smaller hardware. Okay, so all right. Well, let's get started here. And that is okay. So they give us this nice drawing once again, kind of giving us also a bullet of what the individual components are, where these things are to sit and live. So yeah, it should be pretty easy to put together here. Okay, so let's see, where do we begin here? This is kind of the overview. Here's the assembly. Okay, product description. But it is nice how the illustrations, though, they kind of give you, again, a drawing first and the definition of where these parts will live, and the final version first, and then a step-by-step guide. So it kind of reminds me of you put together Legos, right? They give you the illustration of what your goal is first, and then they give you the steps. Okay, so first things first, they mention, it looks like, let's see here, I'm just kind of comparing here. And, oh, there's an extension piece. Okay, so what it looks like what you need to do, and this guy right here, is to use the rotary extension, you take this off. So, and that might explain why the cables are a little extra longer. Okay, so like that, take that off. I'm gonna disconnect this just so it's a little more manageable, right? Put that down here, I think. Okay, and then this guy, let's see here. Yes, goes in like so, I believe, right? Yeah, okay. So that's gonna screw in. This is nice. It makes it easy to put together. Okay, that's nice and secure. And then finally here, we're gonna put this back on. I don't need to worry necessarily about, let's see, make sure that lines up. There we go. Of course, I should probably take off the AC adapter. We don't need that right now. Okay. Let's do this here. Get that secure real quick so it doesn't fall. Oh, maybe I'm not. Screwing it out right here. There we go. There we are. There. It's not going anywhere. Okay. And then this one finally attaches. And again, it's pointing back. Oh, out. Just so you exhausted. There we go. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, that is that part. The next piece is actually assembling the rotary extension itself. And you can see why it's necessary to raise this up, so that rotary extension and whatever you're going to put underneath is, well, can fit underneath. So we have our, again, just kind of showing here, we got there. Okay, so we've got this here. It's a brand new manual, so it's not broken in yet. Maybe I should just kind of peel it out there. Okay. All right, and then this is going to go on the side, I think like that. Again, this is really nice because, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's channels cut in it already for the rotary extension to sit in. So, oh, it's also nice too because there's a ledge, so it will literally sit on that spot, so it lines up with the holes. So kind of, again, taking the guesswork out of it. So I believe this one requires 5 or M5, there's 10 of them. So M5, 10, here we go. So there's these guys right here. All right, I found the right one, okay. So you can't see this, but I got some holes right here. Oh. Maybe I'll put it on the side here. That might be easier. Yep. That it is. All right. Oh yeah, it's nice too when you can put the bolt in and it pushes everything into position. It is nice because there's those recesses here for these, so everything just kind of lines up really nicely. I don't know if it's better to put them all on one side than put them on the other side, but we'll find out. I think this is an okay way to do it. Okay, here we are. I'll just take these out. Yeah, it doesn't take long to put this together though. This is how it was too with the Ray 520 though. It was pretty easy to follow along in the instructions. And even if you didn't know, trial and error will reveal the solution too. So, but always rely on the internet too to come up with an answer as well. If you don't, something doesn't seem right though, definitely reach out to Longer and they'll be able to help you out. So like this one, for example, might have to back this out a little bit. Yeah, too ambitious for that, so. And it probably doesn't help too, alignment wise, with it being on its side. Just, you know, things aren't lined up to begin with. All right, so this one, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's much better now. So just had to back one out and then put the center one in, and we're good now. Good. Tighten these in. Get that center one in. There we go. Cool. All right. So there's that. That's on there. Nice. Okay. Okay, so that's good. All right. Oh, and I believe, yeah, that takes care of that step. Next step is this tailstock, I believe it's called. Yes. Okay. And that uses, we just kind of, again, look at the illustration here. Try to include that there. All right. I think it's these pieces of metal here. So there's two, and then there's this guy. So this one looks like will mount, yeah, maybe on the end. Yes. So this is going to mount there. All right, so it's in packaging. Kind of take this. So again, just kind of show you what it looks like though. Very good. And then this one says it needs 15. Really? Oh, 4 pieces of M5 by 15. Okay, 4 pieces. I was going to say, what? So M5 15s. So what do we got for packaging? M5 15s. There's 4 of these guys. Okay, where are those? Yeah. Right here. Okay, yeah, they're these 4. Yeah. Okay. All right, and again, I believe, let's see here, just the 4, yep, 4 there, they just line up, so, oh, let me just make sure that I have the right Allen wrench, so I'm not caught off here. There we go, good, all right, so, okay. Here. Don't want to go too far in yet. Good. Sometimes it's just faster to go manual than use an Allen wrench, and then just finish it off once it's almost all the way in. It is nice, the materials though. This is very well built. It's solid, it's heavy. For being such a small unit, it actually has quite a bit of weight, so that's nice. It's definitely you know, high quality. It feels high quality anyway. I've noticed this too with their other line of products, the B line, which is their bigger laser engravers. It kind of matches the same look as the Nano Pro, or I should say the Nano Pro probably matches the look of that other line, the B line. And those look pretty decent as well, high quality. But you know, they've got something for pretty much everyone, whatever your budget might be. And okay, so now that that's put together, I don't know if you can see that again, you know, like that, pretty cool, nice. Okay, moving on. So now, interesting. So they have these studs here, and it looks like this is for holding. So we're gonna put this there for now. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way. We're not called to use them yet. And I'll put you. Okay, so let me. Okay, now you can see me better too. Okay, so according to the illustration here, you put these, and you can make adjustments based on, you know, I guess whatever your material you're going to use to hold in place. This is designed, I believe, like for example, a bottle. You could put these in the chuck in various locations, and you can get just the right size for it. I believe that's what it's used for. So in this case, I'm just going to put it on the inside closest one on the chuck, and then we can adjust it. You can see how it's positioning, realigning here. So it's pretty cool. Simple solution there. All right, that's the jaw stud assembly, it says. Oh, interesting. They have different configurations too. This is kind of cool. So that's what these parts are for, these plastic pieces. So you can take these off, and then they've got their other bolts that will kind of go through, and you can adjust the, depending on the material you need to secure, you can use these instead. So I'm not going to hook those up, but maybe I'll just show the illustration in the manual here so you can kind of see that. But yeah, that's a good way to solve a few problems here. I'm just kind of adjust it right there like that. Cool. That's nice. That's really, really nice. And they even give you some illustrations too, based on the material, like kind of a configuration of how you can handle certain scenarios for jaw configuration. So yeah, that's kind of nice, especially for somebody who, like me, who's a novice. I've never used anything like this before, so I would have a difficulty kind of figuring out. And it's nice that they've got a solution for you, and here's some suggestions on how to do that. So the next illustration though is mounting the tailstock to the main assembly, the rotary extension. So let's see, how do we do that here? It looks like this goes over top, maybe. Oh, I see. There's a channel here, and I'm assuming. Yep. Okay, so there's this like a T channel, and I believe. Let's see here. Let's see. Rotary extension assembly. Put two pieces of the M415s. Screws through the bottom of the tailstock. Okay, so two of those M415s. Okay, two of these guys. All right, so just got two of them. So it looks like we've got extras in there, but I'm not sure they're not extras. I'm sure they go to something. All right, let's go here. Nope. Seems to be all the same Allen wrench, which is nice. I keep grabbing the wrong one, but. And then I believe it wants you to put it in underneath, I think. How does that work? Or maybe down, I'm not sure. Oh, there's holes here, threaded holes. Okay, so yeah, you just basically find the position, so, and then, yeah, something like that. And you just gotta find I'm not sure exactly, it's kind of difficult to see without looking, you know. All right, let's see if I can get this going here. All right, so you do that, you do that. Okay, so it looks like what you do is you put your screws in here. All right, I'm going to do this and just line them up here like that. Let's see what we can do here. Can we do that? Okay. All right, so there we go. That's so much better. Okay, this is not harder. It's just if you follow the instructions, it's going to be easier. So yeah, it might help to follow the instructions. Okay, cool. And then from there you loosen it and you can move it. You can adjust your part. That's nice. And then again, you can line these up. And because this is you can do an angle, you can adjust it accordingly too. So yeah, very cool. Awesome. All right, very good. So that's that. Yep, and then from there, it looks like you can, let me see, how do we do this here? So I believe you just basically you can connect the, yeah, you just slide this over top of, here, I'm gonna try to illustrate this here. Okay, so bring this in, and you just basically just set it up. Oop, oop, that's not good. Here, I'm gonna just take this out for now. Get out of the way. Right, like that, right? Adjust it accordingly, right? Adjust your height. And of course, if you have something in this, it's gonna be a little bit heavier too. Right now it's a little tippy, but if you got material in here, it's not gonna tip. And then you put your cover back on. So, and then also too, one thing I hadn't connected yet, which was our USB cable. So it does show you, here's this. It shows you the final assembly. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it shows you where the power cable goes to. So it's just a USB-C, looks like, this guy. Okay, so USB-C, like so. All right, and that just plugs in there. So you got a little bit of slack. You can move it around. I think you can even turn it around too. So thanks for watching the assembly of the rotary extension for the Nano Pro. Check out our other videos in this series where we show the assembly of the Nano Pro 12-watt unit, as well as our other video of the slide extension. Stay tuned for the official review video of the Nano Pro 12-watt. And of course, if this kind of content piques your interest, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free, and it really does help my channel to grow. And as an exclusive offer for CNC Time-Lapse viewers, Longer is offering a steep discount on the Nano Pro 12-watt. So check out the link in the video description. Thanks a ton for watching, and I'll CNC you later.